This video will break down how your body should be aligned during basic yoga poses. Kneel with your knees together. Put your palms on your thighs. Sit up tall. Imagine that the crown of your head is being lifted toward the ceiling. Tuck your chin slightly as if you were pressing your head against a headrest. Inhale as you reach your arms out to your sides and up over your head. Press your palms together. Lower your hands to the center of your chest. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Last time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Open your eyes. Extend your arms. Separate your knees hips distance apart. Walk your hands forward until your hands line up under your shoulders. Align your knees under your hips. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Lightly tuck your chin. Spread out your fingers. Inhale as you arch your spine. Look up. Exhale as you round your spine like a cat. Do that twice more. Inhale as you arch your spine. Look up. Exhale as you round your spine. Last time. Inhale as you arch your spine. Look up. Exhale as you round your back. Relax your back. Tuck your toes and lift your hips high. Reach your hips toward the ceiling for down dog. Drop your heels toward the floor, but don't let them touch it. If your heels touch the mat, walk your feet away from your hands a bit more. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Rotate your elbows in. Drop your head so that your neck is long. Look either at your belly button or in between your hands. Press into the knuckles of your forefingers and thumbs. Inhale and lift your right leg high. Bend your knee and rotate your hip to the left as if you were opening your hip toward the ceiling. Bring your right knee towards your nose and step your right foot in between your hands. If your foot doesn't make it, use your hands to put it there. Sway from side to side. Breathe deeply. Lower your left knee to the floor. If you have sensitive knees, put a blanket under it. Place one hand at a time on your right thigh. Lift your torso so your shoulders are over your hips. When you feel steady, extend your arms straight up over your head. Your arms frame your ears. Lift your chest and arch back slightly. Breathe deeply. Lower your hands to the floor on either side of your right foot. Tuck your left toes. Straighten both legs. Turn your left heel out to the right. Breathe deeply. If this strains your hamstrings, put blocks under your hands. Bend your right knee. Lift your left heel. Inhale and lift your torso as you raise your arms over your head. Make sure your front ankle and knee are aligned. Put your hands on the floor on either side of your right foot. Step your right foot back next to your left. Lift up your hips for down dog. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Extend your arms. Press into the knuckles of your forefinger and thumbs. Inhale and lift your left leg high. Bend your left knee and rotate your hip to the right. Bring your left knee towards your nose and step your left foot between your hands. If your foot doesn't make it, use your hands to put it there. Sway from side to side. Breathe deeply. Lower your right knee to the floor. If you have sensitive knees, put a blanket under it. Place one hand at a time on your left thigh. Lift your torso so your shoulders are over your hips. When you feel steady, extend your arms up over your head. Your arms frame your ears. Lift your chest and arch back slightly. Breathe deeply. Lower your hands to the floor on either side of your left foot. Tuck your right toes. Straighten both legs. Turn your right heel out to the left. If this position strains your hamstrings, put blocks under your hands. Breathe deeply. Bend your left knee. Lift your right heel. Inhale and lift your torso. Raise your arms over your head. Make sure your left ankle and knee are aligned. Put your hands on the floor on either side of your left foot. Step your left foot back next to your right. Lift up your hips for down dog. Shake your head side to side and up to down. Shake your head side to side and up and down. Lower your hips to plank. Line up your wrist creases with the front edge of your mat. Imagine your heels are being pulled behind you. Keep your head and neck aligned. Bend your elbows and lower your body to the floor. Bring your big toes together. Clasp your hands behind you. Inhale and lift your chest and legs. Breathe deeply. Try swaying from side to side. Continue to breathe deeply. As you exhale, lower your body to the floor. Turn your head to the left so your left cheek is on the floor. Wiggle your hips a little. Put your hands under your shoulders. Bend your knees and sit back towards your heels. Extend your arms in front of you. Relax your head on the floor or a block. Breathe deeply. Tuck your toes and lift your hips high for down dog. Inhale and lift your right leg. Bend your knee. Exhale as you step your right foot between your hands. Spin your left heel down with your toes pointing slightly to the left. Extend your arms over your head so they frame your face. Align your right knee over your right ankle. Square off your hips. Look up slightly. Breathe deeply. Now extend your right arm forward and your left arm back at shoulder height. Open your hips to the left. This is Warrior 2. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, tuck your tailbone. Look out over the middle finger of your right hand. Breathe deeply. Now turn your palms toward the ceiling. Inhale as you tip back, bending over the left side of your waist. Drop your left hand down your left leg. Reach your right arm toward the ceiling. Look up. Breathe deeply. Come back to Warrior 2. And now bend over the right side of your waist. Put your right forearm on your right thigh. Extend your left arm toward the ceiling and then over your head. This is extended side angle. Drop your left shoulder away from your ear. Open your chest toward the ceiling. Come back to Warrior 2 and then tip back. Bend over the left side of your waist. Straighten both legs. Reach your right arm down toward your right shin. Extend your left arm up above your shoulders. Put your right hand on your right shin or onto the floor inside your right foot. Don't put your hand on your knee. Lean back. Draw your shoulder blades together. This is triangle pose. Breathe deeply. Put your hands on the floor on either side of your right foot. Bend over your right leg. Bend your right knee. Walk your hands forward until they're under your shoulders. Lift your left leg high behind you. Put your hands on blocks if this is too challenging. Push your left heel behind you. Turn the left toe towards the floor. If you feel steady, lift your arms over your head so they frame your face. Bend your left knee and stand up. Hug your knee. Put the bottom of your left foot on the inside of your right thigh or shin. Do not put your left foot on your right knee. For extra stability, place the ball of your left foot on the floor with your heel on the inside of your right calf. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw your shoulders together. Breathe deeply. Hug your knee back into your chest. Bend forward and put your hands on the floor. Extend your left leg behind you. Step your right foot back next to your left. Lift your hips to down dog. Breathe deeply. Inhale and lift your left leg. Bend your knee. Exhale as you step your left foot between your hands. Spin your right heel down with your toes pointing slightly to the right. Extend your arms over your head so they frame your face. Align your left knee over your left ankle. Square off your hips. Look up slightly. Breathe deeply. Pull your shoulders down and back. Try to reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Now extend your left arm forward and your right arm back at shoulder height. Open your hips to the right. This is Warrior 2. Make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, tuck your tailbone. Look out over the middle finger of your left hand. Breathe deeply. Now turn your palms toward the ceiling. Inhale as you tip back, bending over the right side of your waist. Drop your right hand down your right leg. Reach your left arm toward the ceiling and over your head. Look up. Come back to Warrior 2 and bend over the left side of your waist. Put your left forearm on your left thigh. Extend your right arm toward the ceiling and then over your head. This is extended side angle. Pull your right shoulder away from your ear. Open your chest toward the ceiling. Come back to Warrior 2 and then tip back. Bend over the right side of your waist. Now straighten both legs. Reach your left arm down toward your left shin. Extend your right arm up above your shoulders. Put your left hand on your left shin or on the floor inside your left foot. Don't put your hand on your knee. Lean back. Draw your shoulder blades together. This is triangle pose. Put your hands on the floor on either side of your right leg. Bend over your right leg. Bend your left knee. Walk your hands forward until they're under your shoulders. Lift your right leg high behind you. Put your hands on blocks if this is too challenging. Turn your right toes toward the floor. If you feel steady, lift your arms over your head so they frame your face. Bend your right knee and stand. Hug your knee. And now reach your right knee out to the right. Put the bottom of your right foot on the inside of your left thigh or shin. Do not put your foot on your knee. For extra stability, place the ball of your right foot on the floor with your heel on the inside of your left calf. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Draw your shoulders down and together. Breathe deeply. Sway from side to side as if you were a rag doll. Relax your head and neck. Breathe deeply. Release your arms. Slowly roll your way up to standing. Sway side to side as you come up. Inhale as you raise your arms out to your sides and over your head. Press your palms together. Exhale and extend your arms down at your sides. Bring your big toes together. Evenly distribute your weight between all the edges of your feet. Lift the back of your head up. Make sure your chin is level to the floor. Draw your shoulder blades toward each other. Keep a soft bend in your knees. Breathe deeply. Continue to breathe deeply in mountain pose. Now, bend your knees. Sink your hips back as if you were sitting in a chair. Raise your arms over your head to frame your face. Look in front of your knees and make sure you can see your toes. If you can't, sit your hips back until you can. Look up slightly. Inhale as you straighten your legs. Exhale as you bend forward and extend your arms toward the floor. Inhale and come halfway up. Flatten your back. Keep your fingertips on the floor or put them on your legs. Exhale as you put your hands on the floor and step your feet back to down dog. Slightly bend your knees and your elbows. Breathe deeply. Stretch out your arms and legs. Inhale and lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee and draw your leg back. Bring your right shin toward the front of your mat and lower it to the floor. If your right hip is elevated, put a rolled blanket or firm pillow under it. Walk your hands forward and relax your head. Breathe deeply. Imagine your right hip melting into the floor. Try to reach forward a little more. Completely relax your head. Continue to breathe deeply. Walk your hands back and sit up. Place your left shin on top of your right. If your left knee and right ankle don't touch, put a block or blanket between them. Flex your feet and bend forward. Drop your head towards your left leg or the floor. Breathe deeply. Keep flexing your feet. Continue to breathe deeply. Now extend your left leg behind you. And then extend your right leg and lift your hips up for down dog. Roll forward to plank pose. Bend your elbows. Hold here. Inhale and pull your chest through your arms. Press into your feet to keep your thighs and knees off the floor. Tuck your toes and lift your hips for down dog. Inhale and lift your left leg high. Bend your left knee, bring your left shin toward the front of your mat and lower it to the floor. If your left hip is elevated, put a rolled blanket or firm pillow under it. Walk your hands forward and relax your head. Breathe deeply. Imagine your left hip melting into the floor. Try to reach forward a little more. Completely relax your head. Continue to breathe deeply. Extend your right leg behind you again. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up for down dog. Extend your right leg behind you again. Tuck your toes and lift your hips up for down dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Slowly roll up to standing. Inhale as you reach your arms out to the sides and over your head. Exhale as you lower your hands to the floor. Put your hands on blocks if this strains your back or hamstrings. Turn your toes out, then your heels, and then your toes again until your feet are wide apart. Point your toes out. Bend your knees deeply so your hips are just above the floor. Press your palms together in front of your chest. Lightly press your elbows into your legs. Keep your spine extended. Keep your knees in line with your ankles. Breathe deeply. Put your hands behind you and lower your butt to the floor. Extend your legs in front of you and bring them together. Inhale as you extend your spine. Exhale as you pull your belly button toward your spine and bend over your legs. Reach your hands forward and drop your head toward your legs. If your hamstrings are tight or this strains your back, bend your knees. Don't try to touch your toes. Focus on extending your spine. Breathe deeply. Round your spine up to sitting. Separate your legs wide apart. Put your hands behind you and lift your hips to scoot them forward. Put your hands on the floor in front of you. Inhale as you extend your spine. Exhale as you walk your hands forward. Keep your back straight. Go as far forward as you can with an extended spine. Then relax your head to the floor. If your head doesn't reach the floor, put a block under it. Breathe deeply. Round your spine up to sitting. Put your left foot inside your right thigh. Put your fingertips on either side of your right leg and twist your torso to the right. Inhale. Exhale as you bend over your right leg. Walk your hands forward as you bend. Relax your head towards your leg. Breathe deeply. Sit up and switch sides. Extend your left leg and put your right foot inside your left thigh. Put your fingertips on either side of your left leg. Twist your torso to the left. Inhale. Exhale as you bend over your left leg and walk your hands forward. Relax your head toward your leg. Come up to sitting. Extend both legs and bring them together. Bend your knees. One vertebrae at a time. Roll onto your back. Put your feet on the floor hip-width apart. Extend your arms at your sides. Press your feet as you lift your hips for bridge pose. Interlace your hands under you. If you can, wiggle your shoulders closer together, one at a time. Breathe deeply. Continue to breathe deeply. Bring your arms to your sides. Lower your hips to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. Hug your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg. Extend your arms out at shoulder level. Drop your right knee to the left. Place your left hand on your right thigh. If you don't have neck problems, turn your head to the right. Breathe deeply. And now switch sides. Extend your right leg. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your left arm. Drop your left knee to the right. Place your right hand on your left thigh. If it feels comfortable, turn your head to the left. Breathe deeply. Come back to the center and hug your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. Extend your legs. Separate your feet hip or mat distance apart. Extend your arms at your sides and turn your palms up. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Take at least 10 deep breaths. Namaste.